Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, they say all politics is local and nothing gets more local than the roads you drive on. Fill those potholes. In the city of Redlands, Mayor Pete Aguilar is filling those potholes. It is news, it is
absolutely
big news that things are getting done.
Those are the basics. That's what the community expects of us.
Yeah.
Pick up my trash, trim my trees occasionally, fix those streets and roads. So those are the things that we like to ensure that we commit to. So we've done a lot of street improvement. We have a $45 million street improvement plan over 5 years that we've rolled out. And as part of that, we received a state grant that will help us restripe bike lanes on some of those newly paved roads. So that's something where we're just trying to be responsive to local residents and ensure that folks have non-motorized opportunities to get where they want to go in a safe way as well.
Yeah, I tease, but it is serious stuff because that's the stuff that makes people crazy and the stuff that they at least expect at the very...
You must be reading my emails because those are the things that people expect. And that's the feedback that we get. So I think when government is very responsive and when we can do those things, we can build trust in government, and then we can have other conversations about protecting the community or other priorities. But we got to do the basics.
Or that other highbrow stuff that's difficult to digest, like the budget. But we're going to talk about the budget anyway because you've recently balanced it, and the budget is a big deal because it says what you can afford to do and where you're going to spend your money.
Absolutely. Your budget is your guiding tool. It reflects the priorities of the community. So we spend a lot of time on it. We have multiple workshops. We have a 2-member city council subcommittee that works on this with city staff closely for 5 months before the rest of the council sees it. So we want to make sure that it reflects our values. So we've balanced the last 4 city budgets. We've had our credit rating improved over the last few years. We've built a very good reserve at $17 million. So we're doing the right things. But at the end of the day, we need to make sure that this budget balances and reflects our values.
How are you able to balance the budget? A lot of cities are just holding on.
Yeah.
What's going on in Redlands that makes the difference?
Well, a combination of things. We've had some good economic growth over the last 3 or 4 years, but I like to say, we made tough decisions early. We had those very difficult conversations as a community. We had furloughs. We were the first city in San Bernardino County to implement furloughs. We engaged our city labor partners to make sure that they were paying their fair share of their pension contributions. We did those things early so we can have success down the line. So, in a sense, we ripped the Band-Aid off very quickly, and we had that conversation, and now we're making sure that the budget is balanced and reflects all of our
values. Yeah, if you don't tighten the belt, it just gets worse as time goes on.
Absolutely.
Have you had the grace of increased revenues that you didn't expect to?
We have. We've seen some sales tax improvement in revenue. Property taxes has inched up over the last few years. So those are the biggest sources of revenue that for the city of Redlands, sales tax and property tax. And both of those are holding strong and even showing some marginal improvements.
Okay, so I guess that leaves some room for fun. The summer's here, longest running concert series, local concert series.
Yeah.
What's going on this year?
The longest running concert series, open air, that's free, open to the public. It's great. So a couple nights a week, we invite all of our families, and there's folks from all over the community who come out and see. It's just a great opportunity to enjoy the family together.
Now, where does that happen, and who's in the lineup?
It happens in the Redlands Bowl, right downtown, right downtown Redlands, and we have just a wide variety. So there's going to be some incredibly popular shows, as well as fireworks to cap the end of the year. We have the Marine Corps Band coming back again, so some very, very popular items.
And this time of the year, it's just great to have that sense of community, get out there with your friends, have a party without having to clean up the mess yourself.
Exactly. Don't make too much of a mess, but of course, we want folks to enjoy themselves, and we want the community to come out, and that means that everyone should have an opportunity to enjoy the arts and culture as well.
All right. Redlands Mayor Pete Aguilar, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us too. I'm Leslie Leyton.